And welcome to the Bill and Joe Show. Today it is just Bill. It's just me, but we're going to be fine. We got a lot to talk about, so let's get to it. First of all, we want to tell you guys about HotTopics.ht. You can also go to iTunes and search for Hot Topics. I did this myself. I went over there. I listened to a couple of episodes on my way to and at the gym, and it's very informative. They basically have built a platform so that today's business leaders can share their experiences, and it's a fantastic podcast. They're about 10 to 15 minutes long, so like car ride to work kind of stuff, and you can learn a lot. They have an enormous amount of guests on the show that have done things that you and I can only dream about. So it's very informative. It's very fun. Go to HotTopics.ht or find Hot Topics at iTunes. Bill, your host. And I got to be honest with you. I'm loving life right now. I really am. I have just come off like the most amazing weekend that I've had in I don't even know how long. And it has nothing to do with the Super Bowl. Welcome to the Bill and Joe Show. As anybody who's been listening like knows that I just moved in to my new place. I've kind of become acclimated. I've got a little bit of furniture in here now. A lot of changes going on, man, and it's just so goddamn. It's so good to feel like you've accomplished something, and to accomplish something that, like, 5 months ago, I would have never thought, like, it wasn't even on my radar back then. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Work is great. Everybody that I work with is great. I do love my job to some degree, just like everybody else does. Like, there are things that you love about it. There are things that you fucking hate about it, but it's fucking work, and it buys you stuff. And, I've just had a really amazing weekend, and since our last episode with Joe, it's been great, man. I hope everybody out there right now is doing as well as I am, and if you're not, man, let me be the first to tell you that you'll get out of the woods. Not to play off of the Taylor Swift song that I'm currently in love with. I can't help it. It's not my fault. I'm sorry that I like One Direction and Taylor Swift. That's not my fault. I'm attracted to good music. And if you don't like it, that's your thing. Like, some people are like, no, man, Coldplay or whatever else. I mean, I'm not about to knock anybody who says that Coldplay is awesome. I'm not. I won't do it. I'll just be like, all right, man, that's cool. Yeah, Coldplay. Yeah, no, yeah, there was that one song that I liked of theirs. Yeah. Yeah, they're cool. They're obviously very talented. Otherwise, they wouldn't be signed to a major record label and have millions of fans. So I'm not going to knock them. I'm not going to tell them that they're dumb for liking Coldplay. But my personal feelings about Coldplay, it's like Adele. My daughter... Okay, so my beautiful weekend started with Friday night. My daughter's school was holding a daddy-daughter dance, and my little girl, she actually asked me. She wanted to ask me to go to the dance, and when she asked me, like, it took my breath away. Like, I couldn't not go. Not that I would even want to. Like, I even went into work and I was like, I need this whole day off because I got to get ready for this shit. So, and work was really cool, and they were just like, all right, that's fine. You gave us enough notice. Like, as soon as I found out that daddy-daughter dance was going on, yeah, I was in love with her. She is just the most amazing little girl. And so Friday night, my Friday night, had to do with she was getting dressed upstairs and she wouldn't let me see her, and my mom was up there like doing her helping. Actually, not even helping. My daughter did her own makeup and her own hair, her own outfit. She chose everything, and she came walking downstairs dressed like a rock star. Like, and I don't mean like she was wearing the typical white gown, whatever. No, she came downstairs wearing a jacket, some glasses, like a Madonna sleeve. Do you remember those? The fishnet sleeve, half sleeve. Like she's got her own style, and god damn it, I love it. It just set the tone for the rest of my weekend. And this is my date for the dance tonight. And I'm dressed like in a white business shirt and a vest and pants and shoes and stuff. And I was just not expecting. Like, she's always had her own style, but this was amazing. It was so amazing. And she came downstairs and she blushed, and I made sure to make sure that all my family was over here to like clap and like make a big deal out of it, and like but she literally took my breath away. And I was just like, honey, you are too pretty. Stop it. And she's like, I won't stop. I can't stop. And I was like, what? What? Are you about to dab me? It was amazing. It was an amazing feeling. And we went to the dance. This is the other thing that was awesome. So I walk into this dance room at her school, and for some reason, like I don't know why, but I just expected to be out on the dance floor with other dads and other moms. It was also a mother-son dance. It was kind of like a mutual thing. I just expected the parents to be out on the dance floor immediately. But we showed up so early because that's who my daughter is. She hates being late. She's 7 years old and hates being late. How ridiculous is that, first of all? But, so we show up like 5 minutes before the doors are even supposed to be open. And she's like, let's go. We show up. You know what? It costs $5 to get in. I forgot about that. All I have is a credit card. That's all I got. So I walk up to the little desk, and the little 8th grader's like, it'll be $5, please. And I'm like, hey, listen, yeah, I don't have $5. I have a credit card. Do you guys take Visa? And she was like, you have to go talk to Miss Smith. And I was like, okay, cool. Where is she? She's like, she's in the room. I walk into this room, and this woman like had to have been losing her mind, because when I walked up to her, she was like scatterbrained. Like, she had so many people talking to her that she couldn't even fucking keep anything straight. So she's like, and I was like, Miss Smith? And she's like, yes. And I'm like, hi, my name is William Barron. Grace is my daughter. Yeah, I don't, and she actually did the hand sign of get to your point, you know, like that little shuffling of with the thumb up and the hand moving in a clockwise direction. She actually did that to me, and I was like, I don't have any cash. Do you guys take credit? I'm not even worried about that. That's fine. You guys are fine. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, I could send $5 with her on Monday. And she was already out of earshot. She didn't even give a shit. Which she shouldn't. But I felt bad. Like, I mean, like, damn, how am I not going to... Anyway, I fucked that up. But then I realized that I walked in, and they had concessions, and they had candy, and they had soda, and they had water and stuff. And I was like, all I have is $3. I have 3 $1 bills. But I can't be seen spending money at the concession stand if I didn't have $5 to buy me and my daughter into the daddy-daughter dance. So I'm like, shit. So now we don't get to do anything. It's just, we're fucked. I reach into my dress pants that I have not worn for probably 10 months. I think was the last time that I wore this particular pair of pants. I reach into my pocket, like, not reaching in expecting anything, but like putting my hands in my pocket like, well, fuck, like, oh, shucks. Like, I should be kicking a rock with my hands in my pocket. Lo and behold, a $5 bill right there. Boom! I went back to that table. I talked to that little 8th grader, and I was like, here's our $5. Boom, we can do whatever we want. Fuck yeah. And I went back into the dance with my daughter, and it was crazy. I mean, it was nuts. Like, she has so many friends. Like if you could put a number on how many friends you had at 7 years old, like I don't remember that. Like I remember being in second grade, and I remember having a lot of friends. But by a lot, I meant like 5 or 6. Like this girl is the thing. Like she knows everybody. So I just like I expected the dance to start and me and Grace to be dancing all night and hanging out with other kids and meeting new parents, and that was not it. It was not on her radar. She she just wanted to go run around with her friends, slap glow sticks, and do like they did a runway model thing, like not as the dance, but just as her and her friends. Like they did this whole like walk straight and then stop and then twirl, and I was like, oh my god, is my girl 7 or 17? I don't know what's going on here. I don't know. So I'm standing there watching this. Meanwhile, there's a whole like 100 chairs with table that I could easily and comfortably be sitting in. So I go over and I sit down, and I'm just watching her be with her friends, and it was great. It was fantastic, and the music started, and I'm not much of a dancer. I'm more of a slow dancer, if you get my drift. I'm white. I don't have moves. I can't. There's no way. Can't do it. But more importantly, I didn't want to embarrass her, so I just chose to be by myself. But I was so happy. Like, all the karma in the world just came back and just gift wrapped this evening for me. And I was just enjoying it, just enjoying watching her. She brought over every single friend of hers to introduce me to them, and it was beautiful. And I was happy to meet every one of them. They all seem like good kids, but fuck, at 7 years old, I mean, how can you not be? I mean, unless you, I don't know. But it was an amazing experience, and I loved being there. It was the best Friday night I've ever had in my life. And that was the thing that bothered her. It really bothered my daughter that I was sitting there by myself without anybody to talk to. Even though I was watching her, even though I was, busy texting her mom or a couple of friends, she was really, really concerned that I didn't have as many friends there as she did. And she came over and she made me pinky promise that I was okay, and I pinky promised her, and I was like, I'm fine, babe. I am fine. I am good. Go have fun with your friends. I was like, do you want me to come with you? Like, I mean, do you want me to dance or what? And she's like, no. I just want to make sure that you're fine. I was like, babe, I'm fine. Go. Have a good time. And then she'd scamper off, and then like at the end of that next song, she'd come back and she'd be like, promise me you're okay. And I was like, babe, seriously, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm just sitting here on my phone. Like, I'm talking, and I showed her, I was like, I'm talking to mommy. I'm talking to a couple of friends. I'm actually working right now, if you can believe that. But here it is. I'm fine, babe. But just, you got to promise me 2 dances tonight. Is that okay? And she said, 2 dances? And I was like, yeah. They have to be slow dances or One Direction songs. I don't care which one. But I have to, I want 2 dances with you. Can you do that for me? And she was like, yeah, of course. And she ran off with her friends, but she would keep coming back. And it really put a toll on her tiny little heart. And I'm going to tell you after the break, as a father to a little girl, like, I don't know. I don't know if there's a greater connection. I really don't.